here, it should ask you. Did it ask you?
No.
Okay.
But I see it recording, so
All right, well, good.
let's run it. Let's run
Well,
it.
Richmond is upon us.
For the record, I give you consent to record me.
Thank you. It is very consensual here at We Live Fantasy. We Live Fantasy, breaking down the Xfinity race tonight at Richmond Motor Speedway. And the biggest question that seems everyone's asking, Tyler, is do we pay up for Kyle Busch, or do we go with balanced builds of normal, regular guys shooting for the playoffs? And, you know, the biggest question that I've seen on Twitter's bill and everything is, okay, I clicked Kyle Busch, now what? So who are some guys that you're kind of targeting there to squeeze Kyle Busch in? And how high are you able to reach back up the player pool here after picking Kyle Busch?
I mean, you know as well as anybody that knows me good, I hate taking Kyle Busch, especially in lower divisions. I love the sweat. I love the if he speeds on pit road or doesn't lead the laps, and you're making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's great.
Unfortunately, this year, every time he has joined an Xfinity race, because of the way that they're starting without qualifying, he's starting in the back.
Right.
And he is almost a must-take.
Yeah.
And he's got to figure out how to build around it.
Yeah, it was easier when he was starting fourth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because then you just hope that he speeds on pit road or only leads a few laps, and then he's down a bunch of points.
Yeah. So if you click Kyle Busch, you're already down to 6,600, which is just crazy to me. Yep. And a hard pill to swallow. But out of about 20 lineups that I build, I have about 10 of those. And the highest I could get there is like a Jeb Burton or a Justin Allgaier. But I mean, you're really scraping, and you're praying for a lot of guys who don't do anything to come out here tonight and do anything, and you're hoping Kyle Busch gets to the lead by the end of stage one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he could do it. He could easily get to the top five or be leading laps by the end of stage one, especially with how much the tire fall off is. He's going to have a huge advantage. If you do take Kyle Busch, you know, and you want to try to get back up there and get another potential lap leader, you really got to take Bean and Light, and really hope that, you know, Light isn't the first one out of the race like he normally is.
All right, so I went Bean Light in a lineup, and that left me with 7,900 left. So we're back to almost civilization there. But unfortunately, this week at 7,800 is Timmy Hill. Ran great in the truck race last night, hung right there with those guys right outside the top 10. But you also saw guys surprisingly not near the top 10 that you normally are. So if everything's square, Timmy Hill finishes 15th last night instead of top 10 there. But I mean, Xfinity, can you pull the trigger on Timmy Hill? Are you going lower or higher there?
I have a problem pulling with Timmy Hill on this one, and the reason being is just the 66 car. Even Light is in that car, or John Jackson's in that car, or anybody that gets in that car finishes dead last. It always has a mechanical failure because it probably either is the bottom barrel shit they got laying around that they just strapped together to make their 20 grand for starting the race.
Right.
Or they pull off and blame it on something broke, and it's a starting part.
Right.
Which is why I like Stephen Light in the 13 car, because that's a car that Fincham normally drives and does finish the race normally. So I like Light as a play. Timmy Hill's a tough one to pick. I hope a lot of people bite on him, and I hope he finishes last.
Yeah. Well, what about your boy Joey Gase? I know you watched some tape on him.
Yep. Last year, he ran well here in both races that he was in, and the cars that he was in last year, very comparable to the car he's in now. So I'm a Gase train. Let's go, baby.
All right. So in order to get back up to civilization and competing cars, we have gone Bean, Kyle Busch, Joey Gase, Stephen Light. Now, the most expensive one out of those three is Joey Gase at 5,400. So we are scraping, like we mentioned earlier. That leaves us with 9,150. Leaves us right there in the Jeb Burton, Haley Jones, Moffitt, Gralla kind of atmosphere.
And that's where I would say you'd want to pick up somebody in there, especially for the place differential. You know, if you could get Jeb, or you could get Moffitt Kaz Gralla, and then you're gonna have to get somebody down here like Sieg, Herbst, Clements, or Joe Graff even. I think Joe Graff could be a potential play there, starting 23rd, and that would be a solid build. But
so Graff over Miller.
I like Graff over Miller just because of the car that he's in.
Okay, that's fair.
I think Miller can be a play. I just wouldn't go too heavy on him. He's in that 99 car, and sometimes that car just is a pile of shit.
Yeah, it is. I think that's the old Circuit City car from last year. That team that shut down. I can't remember who it was.
I also threw a few Bailey Curries in there, and the reason why is because he's got track time here, and he seems to finish better than where he starts in Xfinity, but you never know how much.
Yeah, and he's a clean driver too. I think he's going to bring it home in one piece. I thought I saw a stat on Twitter where his driver rating is just through the roof for what he's in. So, all right, so 91.50. We need some place differential. You thinking Jeb Burton or Gralla?
I've got probably an equal amount of both.
Okay. Well, I'm going to click Gralla for the sake of building this lineup here, and that leaves us with 9,900, where we're Gregson, Chastain, or we can still go Jeb Burton or Haley. I really like Haley on short tracks. Gregson's been absolutely on fire. Chastain starting first with the talent in this field. Does that scare you at all, or do you think he's going to be like Austin Hill last night, lead laps like we've seen in videos from watching the past couple of years? I mean, you just told me Harvick or Kenseth 2017, 2018 started pole, led it, but that was practice qualifying and all that good stuff. So we knew he had a good car.
I think Ross has been running well the last few weeks. He's gotten 2 wins pretty much taken right out from under him. I mean, one was obviously him just not lifting, and the other one was Denny Hamlin just pulling bonehead moves.
Yeah.
So and costing us all dollars at that. But
yeah, and he's still starting first. It's crazy.
I think I think you got to take Ross. I mean, I've got a bias towards Ross. I like Ross, and I think this is a week he could do it. I think he's on the cusp of winning. He needs a win, and he's got a fast car right now. So they've been bringing fast equipment.
And here's why I like this lineup too. We have Kyle Busch, who's going to be coming from 29th.
That's right.
We're going to have Ross Chastain leading this race until Kyle Busch gets up there, hopefully. Right. Hopefully.
Right. We hope.
We got Joey Gase, who's going to get us a top 20 tonight. We got Gralla, who's in RCR equipment and is a hell of a driver. Everyone always forgets about Kaz Gralla. He's been overshot. He made the playoffs in the trucks. He's won in the trucks. You feel like he's that short track kind of gritty kind of driver there, and he's in the 21 car, which has been really good all year. RCR has got notebooks here, so I'm cool with that. And then we have Stephen Light, who I think he's got this really bad starting spot because bad luck the past couple of weeks. And I think he's better than a 35th place car.
I think what happened there is he paid up from the 20 grand to drive the 66 car to the 30 grand to drive a car that he might have a shot to run the race.
Yeah.
And last year here he ran a crap car both races and he finished in the top 25. So if he starts 34, where's he starting?
35th.
35th. If he finishes 25th, I'm in all day.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's all you need out of him.
Yeah, and he'll probably be in a winning lineup there too.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk no Kyle Busch.
I love it.
So let's get that out of the way. Or when you're going no Kyle Busch, do we need to find people with the place differential to get us to match those Kyle Busch numbers? God forbid he does it. I mean, if Kyle Busch is leading at the end of stage 1, let's say stage 2, everything's cleared off pit road, Kyle Busch is leading. That's a lot of points that we got to get somewhere.
Well, that's where we hope NASCAR pulls the hole he sped on pit road when he was 5.
Yeah, a little manipulation.
Yeah, manipulation.
So, with that being said, where are you going and how kind of low are you going? Are you willing to pull the trigger on guys like Herbst and stuff like that at that price point? I mean, I feel like Herbst is a value.
Yes, I agree with you. I think Herbst is a value. I think if you do that, you want to get somebody along the lines of a all got, I'm sorry, oh, where am I at? Oh, over here. You want to get somewhere along the lines of the Jeb Burton or a Moffitt or a Goralla because you want the place differential to make up for your Kyle Busch. Or if you could get two of those three and then get somebody like a Herbst and not have to go too low after that, that would be great. I mean, if your bottom guy is, for example, Joey Gase or BJ McLeod, and you've got the rest of the guys are above Herbst, then I mean, I don't see how you can't at least compete with that. It may not win.
If we go Herbst Gase, that leaves us 9,300.
I mean, eat your heart out. You can get anything you want, pretty much.
Right. So then we'll go Gralla, which puts us up to 9,600. We get Burton. There's our place differentials right there, just with Burton and Gralla if they show up and provide.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Where the hell? I'm on NASCAR. And it's saying, okay, NASCAR is saying Yaley's in the 07 car, starting 31st. But on DraftKings, it's saying Joey Gase is starting 31st in the 07 car. So that's not good. Who's wrong here?
If that's the case, we got a lot of lineups to change.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just seeing I'm just noticing this.
On DraftKings, Joey Gase is listed in the 93 car. Well, I can tell you that's a good one right there.
Okay, on NASCAR app, Joey Gase is in the 07.
Hey, Ray. Yes. Yeah, Dad actually got it. Yeah. So we're all good, brother. You're good to enjoy your weekend. No. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, brother. Have a good weekend. Hey, man. Nothing. I'm here at the office. Yeah. Yeah. sketchy, but I don't think they're open now. Past 5. All right. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, dude. So if you want a nice stat, while I was looking at the spreadsheet while you were gone.
Yeah.
First of all, NASCAR, the app has him listed in the 07 starting 31st. So I believe it's Joey Gase in the 31st position in the 07 car. NASCAR.com wrong.
The 07 car.
The 07 car.
That's a good car.
That is a good car. So in the past 3 years, Joey Gase has run 4 races here. He's had 3 top 25s and 1 top 20.
Wow.
And he's starting 35th.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
People to avoid. Timmy Hill has no finish better than 30th here.
Okay.
Vinny Miller has no finish better than 30th here.
Okay.
Fincham has no finish better than 28th here.
Okay.
And BJ
I can live with all that.
And BJ McLeod has 2 top 30s, 1 back 30.
I got BJ in a few. That's just sentimental to my heart.
Yeah, I mean, I have them too.
Yeah. It's a bad man.
That's right. And the previous 4 races here, Austin Cindric has 3 top 5s and 1 top 15.
Wow. All right, well, let's make that build with no Kyle Busch.
All right, let's
finish that build with no Kyle Busch. So who's like your first click this week when you're building lineups without Kyle Busch in it? Where's your head been going?
Ross Chastain.
Okay.
And then Justin Allgaier or Cindric.
Ooh. That's a tough one. Well, just to be different, let's do Cindric because I have a lot of Allgaier right now. So Ross and Cindric leaves us 7,400. Still in the atmosphere of goodness. What about Jeremy Clements? Do you think we can squeeze him in this year, starting 19th?
Yeah, and I think he's definitely a play. I think he is definitely a play. I like if you go down here and touch Gase again in this and get a share of Gase in this lineup, then you get up to 8,000 left over for 3. So, which then really lets you have fun. I mean, you could then get some Graffs, some Clements if you want. If you click Clements, then you're up to 85, which gets you Urala. I mean, I really hope I already have this lineup. If I don't, it's going in.
So you skipped on Gase and just went Graff?
No, I got Gase in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I did go Gase. I don't know.
So we have Chastain, Cindric, Gase, and Graff. That leaves us 8,650. Boy, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. You going Gralla there?
But there's other options there too.
Yeah,
there's many of options there.
What about a Herbst? Clements? I'm going to go Clements, and that leaves us 10,100 to get Burton, Gregson, Burton, Haley. I think we're going to need that.
Oh, I did already have that one. Okay, good. That's good.
Go figure, right? Man, what's Harrison Burton going to do tonight?
I have him in a few. I mean, you have to. He could come out of left field and win the race.
Dominate.
Yeah. So you got to.
I'm going to do a good old Yoder stack here. Man, that is just impossible to do. Can't do it. Can't do it. You can go Briscoe Cindric and kind of be in that realm too of stuff you're kind of okay with. But I tell you, I'm so glad we have our spreadsheets and everything and we watch tape because I would have never landed on Joey Gase without that knowledge.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I think that's the play.
I would have never gotten there, man.
I think that's the absolute play. I really hope Jeff Burton can do something today.
Me too, man. He's a Virginia boy, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm gonna do a Burton stack right now. Leaves us with 76.
What else do we have on that list?
Your favorite play of the night.
I'm listening.
Brought to you by Tyler Lau. Favorite play of the night. Who's your guy?
Joey Gase.
Joey Gase, your favorite play of the night. I am going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Justin Haley.
Ooh.
He's just such a short track guy. He's
is.
so gritty.
He is.
Starting 10th is that point where you can get some place differential points, and I really feel like it's his night. I really do. I feel good about it. I think Colleague Racing's in a good spot. And I'm just feeling it, man. It was between him, honest to God, it was between him and Michael Annett. And Michael Annett, once again, is the Gary fucking Woodland of the Xfinity series at $8,000. Just at that starting spot where you're just questioning it. He's got fucking 14 top 10s this year. You know he's going to run top 10. You know he's got the equipment for it. But when I look at the blah factor of just mediocrity, the upside of Haley to me majorly outweighs the upside of Annett. The problem is when we miss that major upside on Annett, you lose because he just shows up sometimes. But I'm not doing it this week. I like Haley way more than Annett.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because all of my Kyle Busch lineups that I have a Haley under it because it just fit well, but all of my others builds have a Annett in it because I was able to get people that were better than Haley, I thought.
Yeah.
So I had to drop down to Annett because of the price difference.
Right.
So, but no, I have them both. It just depends on what build it is.
All right, listen to this one. Allgaier, Harrison, Burton. Jeb Burton, Gase, Haley, McLeod.
McLeod's your outlier though. That's the only problem there.
I know, but and everyone else down here scares the living piss out of me. I can go McLeod. I
hate Xfinity. This is why I hate Xfinity.
I know. I can go McLeod, Mills, Howard, Vanderwall, Williams, Little, Martins, Light, Bean.
Well, I mean, let's look at this. Last year at Phoenix. Okay, let's just go last year, just so that we got something to run off of here. Last year at Phoenix, Joey Gase finished 24th, started 21st, so that would have been a good play, but where he's starting now is a good play. Benchum finished 19th. BJ finished 21st. Okay, so that's not terrible. But again, this is at Phoenix. Let's take a look at Richmond. Richmond last year, who we were talking about. Haley finished 10th. Annette finished 13th. Garala 14th. Ooh. Light 18th. Okay.
Wow.
Gase 23rd. Miller 27th. McLeod 30th.
Wow.
Fincham 34th. Second race at Richmond last year. Graff 14th.
Wow.
Annette 9th. Haley 17th. That hurt.
Yikes.
A lap down. Gase 20th. We like that.
Yeah.
Fincham 26th. Light 29th. BJ 30th. Miller 35th. So I really I like Gase. I unfortunately I regret saying this, and I hope I don't regret it after the race. But I like Light. I like. God, that kills me to say it.
Yeah.
All right, this year Phoenix. Haley 5th. Annette 17th. Moffitt. I'm sorry. BJ McLeod 20th. Miller 27th. Graff 31st. Light 33rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bristol. And see, that's the problem is Richmond is such a different track. Like, I would almost compare it more to Pocono. Like a Pocono or New Hampshire, but they didn't run at New Hampshire this year.
Not in size, but with style of driving.
Style. The way they right. And Phoenix, I think Phoenix is a comparable type track.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Banking in size.
Yeah. But all right, so we go to Pocono because like I said, I feel like that's a comparable track the way you drive the turns.
Okay.
And Dexter Bean finished 11th.
Wow.
BJ McLeod 14th. Kyle Weatherman 15th. Now the other thing to keep in mind at this track was that they didn't go laps down. At this track at Richmond, they're going to go laps down.
Right.
They're going to go laps down. But yeah, I mean, Vinnie Miller 18th, Vanderwall 19th, Light 27th. I mean, Graff sucked balls and got a wreck and finished on lap 4 and finished 35th.
Right.
So I mean, yeah. I go back to the whole you really got to mix it up down low because sometimes I even fall into the trap of taking the same guy too many times. And this week that's Joey Gase. I mean, I'm exposed to Joey Gase, and I really hope he does well. Let's hope he doesn't shit the bed.
Yeah, I got me some Gase too.
If he doesn't shit the bed, I should make some money. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
All right. Let's see what we got.
What else you got?
Wow, lobbies are almost done.
I know I got one more to make.
Nice.
What if you start with Ross? I had a few of those. Ross, Jeb, Haley, Moffitt, Gralla. Lighter Bean or Williams. God damn, I wish you could get Gase in that. Dude, Timmy Hill's in that 66 car, man. I think he doesn't do anything, dude.
The tough one.
It is. I almost want to do it, but I can't. I'm not doing it. You think Gregson leads some laps today or what?
He cut his hair, so he's nice and trimmed out. But
I haven't got a few.
I see that's a tough one for me, man, because I just feel like eh about it. You know, like I just feel man.
And I don't know what to do with Jeb because, like I said, he could fucking wreck.
Yeah, you sure can.
Or that car just.
But at least the damage won't be that bad if he does, because it's definitely not going to help us.
Well, you
But
know he's going to be heavily owned. You know he's going to be 50% owned,
right,
45% owned.
right.
He's going to be between 45 and 50% owned.
Yeah. Yep. He sure is.
And I just can't take him like that.
Well, I think we pretty much covered Xfinity there. And if anyone has any questions at all, feel free to reach out to any of us at any time on any social media platforms. Make sure you check out WeLiveFantasy.com for showdown slates, NFL, NASCAR, Xfinity, trucks, and PGA, where your boy Harry Higgs, 10 under today, core 4 play. Core 4 play, baby. Let's check the core 4 real quick while we're here. Let's see where our boys are at today. I'm sure Steele's out there stealing it up.
I
Let's
think
see.
he was in the winning lineup when I checked.
Let's see. All right, so we have Higgs, our 13 under for the tournament, shot 10 under today, solo second. We have Brennan Steele, 7 under, even for the day, but he's still tied for 16th. We got Siwoo Kim, 2 under today through 6, tied for 49th. And the only question mark in the core 4 right now is Adam Shank, who is +1 through 5, tied for 62nd. Still making the cut right now. But, man, if we can get all 4 guys to make the cut out of the core 4 and PGA, that'd be fucking huge. Especially after a couple bad weeks, man. I had a good feeling about Higgs this week, but I didn't know he was going to be this good. Holy shit. 10 under. 10 under. That's a lobby winner right there, kind of round. Let's see. We are sitting. Wow, Rafa Cabrera Bello showed up today. That's impressive. He's 4 under. Thank God. Oh, all right.
Old RCB.
Oh, RCB. Oh, Scott Piercy's sucking dick today. That's great. We're sitting 668th in the 50-cent lobby right now with, wow, Speed sucks. That's hilarious. Glad he's not in our core. We got Lowry, Streelman, Burns, Higgs, Cabrera Bello, and Furyk sitting 668th right now in the 50-cent lobby. I'll take that, bad boys. Furyk with the 6 under today. How about that? I got the Zhang gang going. I got to line up with both Zhangs in it.
Zhang and Chang. You want Zheng Zhu Zhang or Chang Kang?
Gong gang. So yeah, so good luck tonight in Xfinity, and check out the website.
Yeah, post your winnings.
Launched it. Reach out to us. Tyler's on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And of course, if you can't reach us, bother someone else then.
That's fine.
So
we're out. See you.
So absolutely.